Hello YouTube friends. Today we are going to unbox my very large Imperfect Foods box. Now I actually have two of them here. We're going to unbox this one and then there's another one on the chair that I just couldn't fit on the table in front of you guys. But before we get started, I just want to say hi, my name is Meredith and welcome to my channel, mereofalltrades. This here is my filming assistant. Can you say hi?
Hi.
This is Carl, this is my 8-year-old, and he's going to help me unbox all of the lovely fruits and veggies that we ordered. So Imperfect Foods, if you don't know, is a company that sends less than perfect fruits and vegetables that maybe wouldn't have made it onto the store shelves. And they also have other things that you can order and add on to your box as well if you'd like. They have grains and they have meats and other things like that. So I did order kind of a variety so we could really see what they have to offer. So now in my area, and it's different in each area, but the delivery fee in my area is $5.99. Now I do know that in some other areas it's only $4.99 for your shipment, and a lot of times they have just one day that they deliver, depending on the area of the country that you live in. I live in the Twin Cities area of Minnesota, and when I was looking at the prices of this box, I felt like it was pretty comparable to what I would see at my local grocery store. Now again, this may differ from area to area all across the country. I know grocery prices can be so different. So anyways, let's unbox. I'm getting chatty here. So we'll start off. It does have some other stats of just like the fact that like 40% of groceries in the United States get wasted. You know, some sad numbers like that, but we're going to go ahead and open this up. Now, I did get the mostly organic box. Some of it is what they would call conventional or non-organic, and they also have a large selection of organic produce as well. So now, our delivery got a little bit messed up, and I did get an email from one of the co-founders of the company. He does have some ice packs in here, which is kind of funny because here in Minnesota, you don't need any ice packs. But I did order some meat, like I said before. They are growing really fast, and so my delivery did get a little messed up, and they are a little behind in their customer service. So normally in my area, this gets delivered on Wednesdays. However, Wednesday came and went, and I didn't get my delivery. And then I got a shipping notification with tracking information saying it was coming on Saturday. So they're having some growing pains from what I can tell, but we'll see what we think of what's in the box. And I think I'll maybe give them another shot. So anyways, go ahead and pull that out, sir. What do we have there?
Cucumber.
We eat a lot of cucumbers.
Especially the small ones.
Yes, that's right. My kids go through cucumbers like crazy. So they are a little wet, and how are they feeling? This one, there's a few that they're a little, bless you. Don't sneeze on the cucumbers.
I try not to sneeze, so I went that way.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so far we've got 4 cucumbers. They are looking like maybe a few of them are a little soft on the end. Sorry if we're bumping you.
And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more in there.
All right, we'll put it on the platter. I brought the platter over. So we've got 4 cucumbers so far. Again, I ordered this. Now they do give you like a box and of produce they've already kind of selected for you, and then you can pick and choose if those are things that you think that you will eat. And so I added a lot of cucumbers to our order because my kids can easily, each one of my kids could eat one of these in one sitting. So 3 cucumbers in a day is not unheard of around here. Okay, so how many cucumbers? You count them all up for me. How many cucumbers do we have so far?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, we've got 9 cucumbers, which I did order that many. Looks like we've got 2 limes, and I like to make cilantro lime rice to go with our
It smells good.
Mexican dishes. So we will definitely be using those, and I think I'm going to make some sheet pan fajitas, so we'll sprinkle a little fresh lime on there as well. Looks like we've got 2 lemons.
For making some lemonade.
Also for slicing on top of something else that we ordered. And then it looks like in this box we have 3 apples.
Yum.
So again, my kids will go through these, and they sometimes can be ugly or unconventional. These ones, the biggest problem with these apples is just that they are extremely small. Give me that lime, for example, real quick. I'll hold them up.
Small one.
Yes,
Small
so
one.
here is a small lime, here is the apple. So these ones, the biggest problem is that they're just a little too small to stick on the display in a store, but otherwise they're perfectly normal. So I will leave my link to Imperfect Foods down below. It's just a normal link that anyone gets when they make an order. And so I think you get $10 off your first box, and if you use my link, I get $10 off my next box. So I did actually use somebody's link, a subscriber of mine actually, and so she got $10 off of her next order, and I got $10 off of this. So, and then this next box, I think I'm going to leave down here just to make it a little bit easier. I will tip you guys down here for just a second so you can see my front windows, but also that is what the inside of this other box looks like. So it's a lot fuller than the box that we just opened. So I thought I would show you guys that, and we'll unbox this one. And now for box number 2. Okay, so the first thing that we are pulling out is Norwegian Atlantic salmon. I'm gonna be my Vanna White here, show them the salmon. It looks very nice. Okay, gotta hold it still so they can see it. So supposedly when you're ordering, you can click on certain things to add in. I chose to add the salmon in, and this is from a restaurant supplier, and these are the end pieces of the salmon that maybe aren't quite as pretty and or the right size that restaurants prefer to have. So that's supposedly why this was available. So I don't mind getting salmon from a restaurant supplier instead. And then another item that I picked out I wanted to try, this is the shredded Parmesan, so that's what that looks like.
Yum, yum.
Okay, and then some other non-food, or not non-food, non-produce items. We did get a bag of pasta to try out. You can show them the pasta, Carl.
And maybe we could put some cheese on it.
You want to put some cheese on your noodles? That's true. We could. And then the other thing we got are the Bob's Red Mill steel cut oats. These are the quick cooking ones. I have had these before and I really like them. The reason this was in the box is supposedly because this is the old packaging and they have since repackaged and wanted to wholesale this off. So we have some oats, we've got some cheese, we've got some salmon, and we've got some noodles. Okay. Yes, exactly. All right, you go ahead and set that down. Find a spot. And then what's this?
Celery.
So we have a bunch of celery.
Yum.
We don't eat a ton of celery just fresh, but I have actually cut my celery up, given it a good washing, and I will dice it up, and I actually will freeze it. And if you're just throwing it into a soup, it actually works really well. So then I don't have to go buy a fresh bunch of celery every time I want to make, say, chicken noodle soup. I've already got it on hand, so that's nice. So sometimes you can make your own frozen foods. And then we have 2 of these, and what are these?
Bell peppers.
We've got some bell peppers. So I think we're going to do a veggie stir fry, sort of an Asian-inspired one coming up this week. And we also use them for fajitas. Yes, Carl, what is it?
One thing that I think that we really do a lot and we really like is if you freeze banana slices,
Oh,
slice
yes.
them up into circles and freeze them.
Yeah, you guys really like
that. And then wait a day, and it's really good.
Yeah, my kids absolutely love frozen banana circles. So I let them get to the point where they're almost getting to the point of too ripe, and I will slice them up and freeze them on a baking sheet. And then once they're flash frozen, I stick them into a freezer-safe container. So, but back to this. One of these guys is going to be fajitas, and the other guy is going to be an Asian stir fry. So I'm pretty excited about that. I happen to really like bell peppers.
I happen to like lots of fruits and vegetables.
Yep. And what are these?
Asparagus.
Yes, we've got some lovely asparagus here. So I think we're going to do some sheet pan salmon and asparagus.
I really like asparagus.
All right. And what are these?
Carrots.
Okay, so here
Big
are
ones.
big ones. Yep, we've got some funky shaped. You hold up the carrots for me. We've got
That's
some funky shaped carrots. This one's got, looks like he's got some like 3 dancing legs or something here. Hold that carrot for me. So some of the carrots have some odd shapes, and then we also have some that look perfectly normal, like what you would find in the bag at the store. So it's kind of an interesting variety. Here's another one where, okay, so the end is broken off a little bit, and he's a little bit of a funky shape. But again, other than that, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. So I did order, I think, 2 bags of carrots. You can stick those carrots in there. And yep, again, we've got some really fat carrots and some where the ends are broken off. But otherwise, they are perfectly fine. We have 1 pack of organic, what are these?
Mushrooms?
Yep, 1 pack of mushrooms. So these are going to go into a nice stir fry. You can hold those up, show everybody. We did get a bunch of cilantro. So again, that cilantro lime rice I was talking about, it's going to be tasty. We got a couple of oranges. We got 3 oranges. You can go ahead and set those down. So we got 3 of those.
Yum.
What's this?
Potato.
So we got some fancy shaped potatoes. Kind of reminds me of one of those Russian dolls. What are they called? The ones that stack inside of each other? That's what that shape reminds me of.
I don't know why. I'm
we
not
got a
saying
couple.
what I think it
Here's
looks like.
Got an L-shaped potato. All right, go ahead and set that down. We've got a few onions, and they do weekly deliveries, and I don't know that I would necessarily need to get a box every single week, especially if I'm getting things like this. You know, onions are going to last obviously more than a week, so that's great. So that will last us a while.
But some people like weekly.
Yeah, some people might like weekly. We did get a red potato.
Big.
Looks like we got 1, 2, 3 red potatoes. So those will be good roasted on a sheet pan, and I'm knocking you over. Oh, and here's one of the other non-food items. We got 2 cans of tuna. This is pole and line caught wild skipjack tuna, and it's packed in spring water. So there's 2 of those. All right, so we've got 1 more onion, and then we also have a bag of Brussels sprouts, which I will be roasting up on a sheet pan. I absolutely love Brussels sprouts, but I'm pretty much the only one in the house who will eat them. So this is just enough for me, and I'll make some, and I can eat half of them now and half of them for lunch the next day. And then we've got 2 pears. Why don't you hold those, do the glamour shot of the pears for me. And then we have a bunch of apples. We got 4 more apples. You can set them on the tray over there. We're running out of room here. So, and again, apples will last longer than just a week. But, you know, things like lettuces and cucumbers, that type of stuff, wouldn't necessarily last any longer. So these are Gala apples, which I think I did know when I selected those. So these are all organic, and they come, I think you can add them in groups of 3. So my kids eat a lot of apples. Liam, you usually take one in just about every day in your lunch, don't you? You can hold that apple for me. And then it looks like we've got 2 more. So that, let me just double check, that is everything that came in our Imperfect Foods box. What do you guys think? I will leave my link down below in case you are interested in getting some more information about it, checking it out. Again, prices vary depending on your area, so I can't just quote you a number of, you know, what it will cost you. But so far, other than the fact that it was late, that was kind of a bummer. But I do think it would be interesting to try it again and see if it's normally on time. Have you guys used Imperfect Produce? And if so, or Imperfect Foods, it used to be called Imperfect Produce. It just recently became available in my area, and I've actually had checked before and it wasn't available in my area a while ago. So I was kind of excited to be able to try it out. There's also a toddler over there eating some snacks. So if you hear some noises in the background, that's what that is. So anyways, let me know what you thought. I always love hearing you guys' thoughts and opinions. Have you tried it? Are you interested in trying it? And until next time, guys, don't forget to
Like and subscribe.
and ring the bell, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.